Hey YouTube, this is Starving Musician 21, and I have a very special guest with me in the studio, the ever unpredictable Kalel325. Good friend of mine, and I wanted to get him out there and show him to the YouTube world and ask him a couple questions. So here we go, let the fun begin. Alright, so let's start with the basics. How much do you know about YouTube? Like, how much do you watch?
I watch occasionally, the things that interest me the most where people prove just how stupid they are by almost annihilating themselves on film.
Like what?
Well, for one, base jumpers.
Base jumpers?
Yep. And little fat kids on bicycles.
And what possessed you to create a YouTube account?
The double. No, wait. It just looked like a fun idea. I could post idiotic, fun, silly videos.
What kind of videos do you make?
Well, there was this one Star Wars parody one that my friend and I did, and you'd almost think we were high, but it was just a fun afternoon involving setting fire to Darth Vader helmet.
So you have things that you really, really hate, really are adamant against. Tell us a couple of those, and why you're so adamant against them.
Stupid people, because they screw everything up, and excessive authority for very similar reasons.
And what are some of the shining examples of these stupid people in your mind?
Well, there's that old lady who molested herself with a cup of hot coffee at McDonald's and then somehow thought that was McDonald's fault.
Okay, so what's your opinion on rap music?
Oh, Josh, don't get me started on that one. Here's my impression of a rapper. I'm black. I like hoes. I call myself a pimp. And if you don't like it, you is a hater.
So what does that mean? In plain English, what does that mean? What's your opinion on rap music?
It's basically the exaltation of mediocrity. They can, rappers, they like these really crappy poetry, those stupid little repetitive beats, or occasionally just go, yeah! And that's it. That's rap. That's all it is. You can talk about how you had sex with hoes, and you got it. You got rap. You get the whole young generation to listen to it, because they're stupid.
And pop music probably would be the same way, right?
Yeah, except that it appeals more to the teeny bopper type who wants to look like Britney Spears. Keep it like pop-heavy.
Why did Britney Spears shave her head?
She's an idiot.
There you have it. What's your view on celebrities in general?
You don't need them.
Why?
Well, let me put it to you this way. Celebrities only exist because either some Hollywood filmmaker found them on the side of the road and thought, oh, look at that face. With enough makeup and boob implants, we can make that person half-passing and put them on a TV show. They'll get all the teenagers to go crazy. Or they're the rich daughter of some hotel owner who skanks around, and obviously we need to know every detail about their lives simply because of that.
I assume you're referring to Paris Hilton.
Yeah. Stupid. Idiot.
Should she have been sent to prison, yes or no?
We can get her off the streets. No, stupid.
Does celebrity, fame, and fortune give you the right to be stupid? More than it does to the average person.
Well, I don't know about right to be stupid, but it's pretty entertaining when they are.
What's your view on taking the pleasure out of people getting hurt?
If they're stupid enough to film themselves getting hurt, they're just asking for it.
And that's about half of YouTube in general, right?
It is.
Okay, what's your view on the use of the N-word?
Well, either it shouldn't be said at all, or I should get to say it too. I don't hate black people. In fact, I have several black friends, but if they get to use the word to each other in a nice and friendly way, why shouldn't I? Why should I automatically be the bad guy for using it?
So I know personally I'm not a morning person, and I'm pretty sure you're not either.
No way.
And we as non-morning people tend to hate people that are morning people. At least I don't like them. What's your opinion on morning people?
See, I know that they exist, and it's not like I want to kill them or anything, but if they would just leave me alone, I wouldn't hate them so much. But no, they've got to rub their happy morningness in my face. You know, it's kind of like this Dr. Cox quote on Scrubs. Cox was talking to Elliot about mean people in general. He says to her, "Lady, people are bastards. They're bastard-coated bastards with bastard filling. But they don't annoy me nearly as much as naive, bobble-headed optimists who vomit sunshine." That's what it is about morning people.
Now, I happen to know that one of your interests is fire. Do you consider yourself a pyromaniac?
Yes, I do.
And why?
Because one of my main interests is fire.
Why?
It's just fun. It brings me great joy and happiness and pleasure. It's just, well, it's fire. It burns things. It explodes things. It creates and destroys things. I like torch lighters. They have a very focused little flame that you can point on the exact spot of the object to be burned. And also the use of gunpowder is crucial.
What kind of things do you burn and destroy?
Textbooks.
Okay, what's your view on authority, excessive authority, legalism, stuff like that?
Excessive authority. It's just unnecessary. Why do we have to have it? Why should we have to be told day in and day out exactly how to do every last detail of our lives? Were we not given the intelligence to handle that on our own? Why do people want the government to tell them what to do all the time, to take care of them from cradle to grave, to take away half their money for all these unnecessary projects? And why are some people so absolutely lazy that they need the government to take care of them instead of going out and getting a freaking job?
Does that carry over to the corporate setting? You know, bosses, administrators, you know, college
It does indeed.
atmosphere, things like that.
Yes, it does. And as I learned in my business management class, when you have the bureaucratic system of government, if you will, in a business, it just doesn't work that well because people are not responsible for what they do. They are not allowed to be creative. They just have day in, day out, boring, mundane, stupid jobs that they have no motivation to do well in. But if you give them some initiative and some actual decision making and let them work together in teams that are not entirely under the thumb of the boss, they'll do a lot better.
Sounds like you're voting for Ron Paul, doesn't it?
Yes, I am. Gay marriage should not be legal. A gay man has every single right and privilege that I have, and I do not have the privilege to marry another man.